いえ、返してですよ。このマオマオを。
Oh. Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaylee and I'm back with another episode of Apothecary Diaries. We're in the middle of a maomao ghost investigation and I'm very curious to see if this is a real ghost or a ghost that can be explained by some other type of phenomenon. And I say that because the ghost from the Ghost Stories episode seemed to be, for all intents and purposes, a real ghost that really tried to kill them. And I feel like that was the one and only time that maomao was like, I have no explanation for this. Can't even fathom how that happened. So I wonder if this is a little bit of a continuation of the ghost element, or if this can just be explained by something else that's happening. I love that we got to see more of the friendship trio. I love that now they have a side hustle. They're really helping get Xiaolan set up to potentially get a really nice job once her term is up in the rear palace. There was a suspicious lack of Jinshi in the last episode, which has happened a handful of times in this season, much more than it did in season 1, but I feel like we're also just getting so much more of his backstory in this season. So the episodes where we do get a lot of Jinshi, we're getting a lot of information and context and interactions between him and maomao, so I actually am not complaining about it, but I would suspect that he will show up in this episode because I don't think he can stay away from her for 2 whole episodes of the show. Plus, anytime she's doing any type of investigation, he does seem to be involved, especially since this one would be for another concubine. I can't imagine that she would just go over there alone. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. If you want to check out the uncut version of this reaction, it's over on Patreon, so I'll put the link in the description box below. And now let's jump into the episode.
玉葉様以外の上級妃の世話をするなんて。
Oh man.
そう言われても。
テルの。
Yeah, she's still like a child. This is just not a competition, really.
マオマオ。
案の定、お鉢が回ってきたか。
Oh man.
しまった。ごーん。
Yeah.
忘れていたが、先日の狩りでとんでもない秘密を知ってしまったんだ。皇帝以外は。
Yeah, he's feeling some type of way.
人子様はそうではなかった。そこそこ立派なカエルをお持ちなのだ。
This is so funny. Again, going back to the thing where like Maomao's always talking about how attractive he is, and now that she's like fully felt him up, she's talking about how sizable it is. Like she's got a lot going on in her head. That's what I'll say about it. She's so exhausted from all of this. Oh yeah, she is like fully pregnant.
そうね。
玉葉妃、これは内密のことですので、見舞いはお控えください。そういうわけなので、
Oh my god.
返していただけますか？
貸してならあげるわよ。
It's so funny. They're so exhausted from this.
いえ、返してですよ。このマオマオを。
Oh, wait, why did he say it as if like that's not her name? This maomao, as you all call her. Like, I also feel like because he thinks of her, like the moment where he was thinking of her holding the cat and like pressing it to his face, I wonder if he's saying it as like a double meaning of like that's her name, but also almost calling her like this cat.
口止めはしっかりいたしますよ。
They sprinkled a little extra something on his character in this episode. Poor Gaoshan, he's like, oh god, what is happening?
あなたたち狩りで何かあったの？
カエルのせいです。
Oh,
カエル？
it is so painfully obvious that
墓まで
something
持ってい
happened.
く秘密の代償に。
Girl, you don't even know the beginning of secrets. Yeah, he's in like an extra good
ガオシェン
mood.
さんはどこまで知っているのだろうか。
And I feel like it's because of their interaction on the hunt. Like he's probably just thinking about it. But she's also like replaying it in her head constantly, so.
早速幽霊が出るという湯殿に案内していただけますか？
わかりやすすぎないか。
Oh, they're the
上
worst.
級妃の立場でこれだと心配になる。
Especially again, a literal child.
リーシュ様はこちらの物置の窓から奇妙な人影を見たというのです。
どんな人影が見えた？
何かの見間違いでしょ。リーシュ様はそうやって皆の気を引きたがるのですわ。
They're the
大し
worst.
たことではないのに、こんなそうは思われませんか？
そうですね。しかし 妃の話を聞くのも私の務めです。
He's just
その仕事を取らない
politely
でいただけますか？
putting her in her place, which I love.
本当はぬるめがいいのに、知女たちはいつも熱いお湯を用意するから。
Because they literally hate you,
少し
which
遅い
is
時間に入るのが日
so
課でした。
sad.
体を拭いているとき、暑いと思って水をあげたんです。そしたら窓は閉まっているのに、ゆらゆらとカーテンが揺れていて、白い顔が笑いながら
That is terrifying.
のです。
正体を確かめようと近づいてみたら、幽霊は消えていて、カーテンは何事もなかったように動かなくなっていました。
普通湯殿の隣に物置なんて作るだろうか。
Good question. I have no idea where she's going with this,
こ
but
の部屋は
I'm
元
here for
々
the
物置
ride.
だったんですか？
あ、いえ、前は。
Yeah, mold.
ああ、なるほど。
ひどくカビてますね。
How do they avoid mold in the bathhouses to begin with? That's something that's like beyond my scope.
結果、物置にしてごまかしたと。
Useless. Get rid of them all.
リーシュ妃はこのカーテンが揺れていたと言っていた。風呂場を見せてください。この穴の先は高級の水路につながっているはずだ。
Okay.
リーシュ様、もしかして幽霊が出た日、間違えて風呂の線を抜きませんでした。閉め切った窓、揺れるカーテン、そして抜かれた風呂の線。
It's strong enough to pull the
推理が
curtains like
正しけれ
that?
ば、踊る幽霊の正体は。この棚を動かすのを手伝っていただけますか？
はい。
You know what I would love to see? Like an alternate timeline where we see Jinshi's thoughts throughout these moments, because he's just like observing,
ひどく腐っています。
and I wonder what he's thinking about her while he's doing
床が歪んで
this.
隙間ができている。湯がこの下を通れば、湯気で床や壁が腐敗しやすくなります。
Okay.
そして湯気がこの隙間から上がって風を起こし、
Oh, okay. That's what's moving the curtains. That makes more sense, I guess.
その動機を大事なものだから大切に扱ってくれる。
わかりました。毎日磨かれているのですね。
ええ、母様が残してくれた鏡だから。
I love how she didn't touch it. She let Li Shu touch it.
明るいところで使うと
She's so
より見やすい
considerate.
と思います。向けるとよく映るやもしれません。
What is it? Oh. That's cool. Well, how does that happen?
こう映るのか。投光管と呼ばれることもある。跳ね返した光
Oh,
が
that's
絵や
cool.
文字になる摩訶不思議な鏡です。
A face is a
作る際に
terrifying thing
表
to
面に
be
凹凸を施
the
して
image, though.
絵や文字を映すそうです。
この顔、死んだ母様に似ている気
Oh.
がする。母様、この鏡を使わなくなっちゃったから。
Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for her. God, this girl needs to catch a break. Like, she
幽
really,
霊なんて
she's struggling.
本来ならもっとのびのびとしたいい年頃だ。
No, God.
失礼します。外にお茶をご用意しました。まあ、リーシュ
Oh
様
God, she's so
何を
fake.
泣いているのですか？皆様の前で恥ずかしいですよ。
Nah, somebody's gotta put her in her place.
あら、その鏡、まだ持っていらしたのですか？ 徳司様。
Are you not a lady in waiting? What are you talking about?
それはリーシュ妃にとって大切なものです。よく確認
Nah,
もせ
he's
ず
gotta be a
取るのは
little
いかがなものか
meaner
と
than
思います。
this. Sorry.
たとえ可視されたものであっても、上級妃の門がついたものを
Okay,
一時女性
Jinshi,
が
I
身につける
see
とは
you.
分不相応と思わなかったのです。
リーシュ妃が次女たちからないがしろにされていたことは、ジンシ様も知っていただろう。公にしなかったのは
He was just
リーシュ妃
waiting.
のメン
He
ツを
needed
潰
like
潰すこと
that
になる
moment.
からだ。しかし物的証拠があれば釘を刺すことができる。
I love that. Yeah, he was waiting for the right moment for them to just step a little too far out of line. He should fire her, to be honest with you. Just right on the spot, fire her.
ああ、光栄。
Oh God.
また新入りを覗きに来たのか。はいはい、わかったよ、マオマオ。
Maomao.
ジョーちゃん、また麻酔になりそうな薬を調べてる。
そういえば宦官ってどうやって高級に入るのですか？
手術を受けてだよ。
そうじゃなくて、どうやって宦官だと
I
証明
mean,
するの
the
ですか？
same way you verified that Jinshi wasn't a
昔は証
eunuch?
明書があれば入れたけど。
Probably? Why is
掴むんですか？
あけすけすぎるよ、ジョーちゃん。不正がないように
not the grabbing
部署の違う
motion?
三人の神に触診されて。
高級に入れるのは皇帝とその血族のみ。とすれば人士様を。
Come on, girl.
いや、
Ah, she's killing me. She knows it. She's saying it. She won't let herself accept it.
宦官といえば新しく入った宦官の話は知ってるかい？
Why is he so
シャ
excited
オランと
about
シスイ
it?
が話してたな。
この間は風呂炊き
Yeah, he's been out there watching just like all the rest of them.
大変そうだったよ。
わざわざ確認しに。
一体いつ話すのですか？
そのうち話す。
態度があからさますぎて逆におかしくなっていますよ。シャオマオも干からびた右手も見るような目をしていました。
Oh man.
早めに
That was a bruise to the ego.
ようなことになりますよ。
だが軍師殿が出張ってくるぞ。
毒を持って毒を制してください。
大尉
Poison with
神田
poison, okay.
数年前皇帝すら一目置く存在だ。むやみに関わるなという暗黙の
That feels like a
了
good
解が宮廷
rule
内で
because
できている。
he is a little
しか
unhinged.
しマオマオを引き入れるつもりなら本当の話をしたい。
Oh.
なぜ今の立場にいるのか、なぜ本当の姿を隠しているのか、あいつに知ってほしい。だがその後どんな反応をす
Well,
る？
she's pretty even keeled. I mean, I feel like she's not going to freak out. Also, I am interested to know the dynamics with Lock-in because it's like, even if the Emperor respects him, he's still not the Emperor, right? Like, Jinshi is the crown prince. So if he wants Maomao in his camp, whatever that means specifically, I'm not 100% sure. But if he wants her there, then how is Lock-in going to be necessarily an issue? I know he's a strategist, he's very cunning, manipulative, but like, I wonder what in our camp means. Like, I think on Gaoshin's end, it feels much more strategic because of her skill sets. And for Jinshi, it feels much more personal. So,
ローラン妃に関わるもので
okay.
予感が多すぎる。
High
衣
maintenance.
装が派手すぎて高級の景観を損なう。
新入りの宦官に色目を使う女官がいるとあらかた予想できたがな。一応形として見ておく必要があるだろうな。
Okay.
痩せていてどこか怯えているな。元奴隷たちは自由になったとて普通の民のようにうまく生きていくことは難しい。あれが噂の宦官か。左腕をどうかしたのか。
ひどい折檻を受けたようで体の左側がしびれている。
それにしても人気者だな。
ええ、頭はいいらしく女官たちへの気配りがうまいのです。
なんだ。
あなたが言えることですか。
No, truly. He's like, this sounds familiar and I don't like it. I can be the only good looking, flirtatious, and considerate guy around
新人
here.
たちはどうだ。
人士様。
まだ慣れぬだろうが、いずれ適した仕事を割り振る。しばし待たれよ。
どうしてくれんだ。妃の上級費のための氷だぞ。くそ、もう終わりだ。
Oh no. Not Xiaolon. Okay, yes, a lot of Jinshi in that episode, as I expected. I loved the moment that Jinshi was able to put her ladies in waiting in their place, especially that one, because that was just so irritating. Like, they're so gross. And again, like, she's a literal child still. Like, she's not even an adult. She's been through so much. Why are they, like, bullying her when they're literally meant to serve her? And I love that he waited for just the right moment to like have the proof that they're the way they are, and pulling the hairpin out was just so satisfying. And let's not forget, he called her by her name, kind of a roundabout way of calling her by her name, but I loved it. And I love that he did it there in front of Gyokyo because she's obviously the one that was just poking fun at him about it. Their little back and forth banter about like, yes, I'll lend her to you, and he's like, no, well, she is mine technically, so I would like to have her returned. It is so funny, and I love that they're both so protective of her. I'm intrigued by this new eunuch. There's obviously some sort of story there, and we definitely got more like snippets of Lolan, not even her in the episode, but more things about her, like people complaining about her. Obviously, she's causing problems, drama, whatever. Part of me is like, I feel like everyone should mind their own business because who cares what she's wearing or how many ladies in waiting she has or whatever, right? But I know that that's just like the politics of the rear palace, so I can understand where they're coming from. I'm very concerned for Xiaolan because that does not seem like a good thing, especially when she was doing so well working up to getting a good job after her time in the rear palace. Now she's had this run-in with that guy that's carrying the ice for some concubine. I'm very interested to know who the concubine is because I think that will determine kind of what the situation ends up being. Maomao is right there. So if it is like Gyokyo, then I feel like it's gonna be okay because Gyokyo is not an insane person. I'm not sure how it would go if it was Lady Lihua, but I like to think it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Same with Lishu, but something tells me it's gonna be for Lolan and that might be an issue. Now, if Lolan is Shisui, which is a theory that has been in my comments, then maybe it won't matter because Shisui is friends with them. I also am interested to see if JINSHI'S steps into this situation. In my mind, the way this could go down is Maomao could step up and try to have Xiaolan's back or try to defend her or try to get in front of her and handle the situation herself, which could cause JINSHI to come over and be way too involved. And I think that would be interesting and also concerning because that would make it very obvious that he's got some sort of preference to Maomao or something could happen where he has to kind of overstep maybe his role as JINSHI and it could spark some sort of drama or problems. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around, go ahead and hit subscribe. The uncut version of this reaction is over on Patreon, so I'll drop that link in the description box below if you want to check that out. And I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Apothecary Diaries. Bye!